The Iowa Hawkeyes are riding a 3-game winning streak coming into today's game. Luka Garza is in prime position to become Iowa men's basketball all-time leading scorer. He only needs 14 points to break it. So let's go out to the action, see if he can get it done, and Iowa get a win. Luka Garza looking to make history, and he is ready to go to work. You know who else is ready to go to work? CJ Frederick. He opens things up for Iowa, hitting a 3 there later. Connor McCaffrey finds Jordan Bohannon at the top of the key. Back-to-back threes to start the game for Iowa. Then Joe Wieskamp, he's going to drive in, passes it back to C.J. Frederick, connecting again from downtown. Hawkeyes go on a 13-4 run to open the game. Luka Garza getting in on the action. Nice hook shot here to extend Iowa lead in the first half. But Penn State would go on a run of their own. They'd actually lead at the half, 41-36. Joe Wieskamp was scoreless in the first half, but that would change in the second. He gets hot, and he gets a few layups on connections, and he's going to get another one here working in the paint. How about a coast-to-coast layup in transition? Iowa now trails by 1. Now, the moment everyone's been waiting for, the pick and roll with Jordan Bohannon to Luka Garza. And Garza making history. That gives Luka 2,118 career points, making him the highest career scoring in history of men's basketball at Iowa. Congratulations to Luka Garza on the accomplishment, but he knew there was still work to be done. He wasted no time in getting it done. Nice up and down there. Hawkeyes up 70-61. C.J. Frederick started the game with a 3. It's only fitting that his long ball be the dagger, and he puts the icing on the cake. Iowa gets the win at home over Penn State, 74-68. Hawkeye headquarters reporter Jared Kondreski has coverage on Luka's historic night in Iowa City.
A historic day in Iowa City as Luka Garza surpasses the late great Roy Marble as the all-time leading scorer in men's basketball history at the University of Iowa. And at times, Luka Garza has made it look easy, but it's been far from it. It's taken years of hard work, dedication, and a love of the game to become one of the best ever to wear the black and gold.
I just want to be remembered as a guy who loved the game of basketball, played as hard as he could and worked as hard as he could, and was a great teammate and someone who tried to be a really good leader. That's it. I think, I've said this before that, I didn't come here to win awards, to score points. That wasn't my goal. When I came here, I wanted to win games. And, obviously after my freshman year, we were 14-19. That was something that was, I never experienced losing like that. And, I think it speaks to the guys that we have, still that we're from there and the guys that have come since then that, we built this program. After that 1 year, took us back to another level where we were an overtime away from the Sweet 16, and obviously last year probably being, 5, 6, 7 seed again, and obviously this year with how we're doing. So, I think winning games is the most important thing to me. And every time I step on the floor, I play as hard as I can, and I play every game like it's my last. So, I think that's just kind of what, I want, people to talk about when they talk about, me.
Luka Garza went on to say that more than anything, he's just happy his team got the win. And for the first time in his career at Iowa, the Hawkeyes have won 4 straight in the month of February, something he's very proud of and hopes can continue. Reporting from Iowa City, I'm Jared Kondreski for Hawkeye Headquarters.